Hi. I want to come to you while my inner critic is really here and available and say hello and tell you how I'm working with it. I am lucky in that after practicing these different ways of working with my inner critic, it doesn't come up all that strongly, all that often. I've relied heavily on really an ongoing attention to this. And so I think my inner critic is less bothersome than it used to be. That's not true today. And I've really spent the day very strongly having to work with myself and the practices that I have learned and have been shared with me, and I'm sharing with you, some of which I've developed. If you haven't gotten them, you can on my website. You just fill in your information and then download it. So even with all those tools and a lot of knowing, I have had an afternoon where this sense of I must have done something wrong and going over a situation again and again and again has been playing out. And this, of course, is my inner critic, alive and very active. So I really watched and studied this in myself, and I noticed that, I had some urge at some point to just try to push it away or to get it to calm down. And what I'm so aware of is that the only way it calms down is if I relate to it. If I actually acknowledge I am so uncomfortable right now, and then I pay attention to it. And here's what I mean by pay attention to it that really helped me today is I did not get involved with the story, with the language and negative thoughts and the questioning and doubting myself that was going on. I instead labeled that, inner critic talk, and came back to the feelings and sensations in my body. I really stayed with, I had a lot of movement through my belly, sort of folding and feeling. And I just talked to myself, sort of stayed with myself in my mind's eye in a very kind way. Oh, you're not feeling okay. This is hard. Whew, I'm staying with you. Here I am. Yeah, I know you're having a hard time. Because what I know, and I've tested it again, that stuff doesn't go away just because I try to push it away. And so the way to work with the inner critic is through. You can't go around, above, under. You have to go through. And the way through is to really pay attention to the sensation and the feeling and start separating from the negative talk. I can tell you that having been at a 8, 9, 10 on a scale of 10, I'm down to 3 or under, having worked this way with myself. I've also called in a number of tools that have really been helpful. I talked with somebody I really trust. I'm about to eat some really good food, and I wanted to connect with you about it. So if this is helpful in any way to you, or if it pops open an idea, I'd love to hear it. Please respond in the comments and share whatever you'd like to. And I send you my best wishes here from Boulder. All right, take care. Bye-bye. Thanks for being on this journey with me.